Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Blessing Ebietoma. In this video, I'll be taking you through the process of the cutting and making of this beautiful red dress you are seeing. If you are interested, keep watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you. For this dress, I made use of crepe fabric and I used 2 yards of crepe fabric. But if you're a plus size, 3 yards should be enough. I started out by drawing out my starting line and marking points on my waistline and then my under bust. I went ahead to draw a straight line across to serve as a guide for the measurements. The next thing I did was to write it out as waist and under bust, and then I went ahead to mark my shoulder measurements, which is 7.5 inches. Then I went ahead to mark my neck measurements, my neck width for 3 inches and the length for also 3 inches. That neck is just to serve as a guide to cutting the pattern. I am going to alter the neck. Then I went ahead to mark out my shoulder slope 1 inch. Then I connected the line. The next thing I'll be doing was to mark out my armhole length. I use 7 inches because it is sleeveless and I do not want my armhole to show. I marked a straight line across, and the next thing I am going to do is to mark out the straight line across to serve as a chest line, and then I'm going to be marking the midpoint of my armhole measurements, and then I will also be marking my bust measurement. I will divide my bust into 4 and mark it. Then I will connect the dots with my armhole curve. The next thing I'm doing is I will be marking 2 inch upward from the first chest line to serve as a guide to cut off when I'm cutting the cap sleeve. And then what I'm doing next is that I'm adding my waist measurements, my under bust measurements with 2 inches. I extended the shoulder measurements by 3.5 inches for the cap sleeve, and I am bringing it down by 1.5 inch. I went ahead to curve it, and then I am curving it to the 2 inches I took upwards, the 2 inches from the chest line. I'm just making sure that the curve is not too sharp. I'm just trying to blend the new armhole together with the sleeve we just drew out, and then I am going to now cut my new neck. I used 6 inches for the neck width. I'm sorry that the camera did not capture there, but I used 6 inches for the neck width, and I'm drawing out my canoe neck. So I'm going to cut out the shaded parts. Those are the parts I will be cutting out for the pattern, and that's all for the making of this particular pattern. It's very, very simple if you just follow the process step by step. The next thing that I will be doing is to cutting the dress itself. For the cutting of this dress, remember I said I used 2 yards of crepe fabric. What I did was to put the edge together, because this fabric is usually 6 by 60 and I am taller than that, so I needed it to be very long. I needed 64, so I had to fold the 2 edges together to give me that length that I desire. I hope you understand. So the next thing I am doing right now is to mark my hip length, which is 8 inches. Then I'm taking my hip measurement from there. I'm going to mark my knee length. I will also take the same measurements there, and then I will curve these measurements up to the pattern and to the end of the fabric. Just watch. Just like you've seen here, I'm going to draw it like an A line. Like I said, it's an A line dress, but the A line is not that big. And then I am going to place the pattern on the fabric and cut like you have seen in this video. Then remember that we have connected the lines on the fabric to the pattern. So you'll be cutting according to the lines, the new line we have drawn on the fabric. For the making of this dress, I started by marking out 2 inches the 2 inches extra that I added. After marking it out, I went ahead to fold it just like you have seen. And this is how it should look like at the end of the day if you fold it very well. After folding both sides, the next thing is to sew the upper part. And to sew the upper part, I went ahead to make sure that I arranged it very well. And then the next thing I did was to sew the shoulder together, just like you have seen. And after sewing the shoulder together, I went ahead to use bias to pipe the neck. To pipe the neck together, because I wanted, like you see, I first of all joined the shoulder before piping the neck, so definitely I have to pipe it round. So when I got to the end of the bias, I had to stop, cut it together, join it again, and then continue piping it round, just like you have seen in this video. After piping the neck, I went ahead to make rope for the dress. The rope that I'll be using for the back of the dress, and also the rope that I'll be using for the channels by the side. After that, I went ahead to mark 15 inches first for the first channel, and then 2 inch after the first channel. So I'll be placing the 15 inch just like you've seen here, the first rope channel and the second rope channel. The first one 15 inches, the second one 2 inches after, making it a total of 17 inches, which is my waist length. The next thing I'll be doing is to pipe the hand. After doing that, I went ahead to shape the dress with 1 inch seam allowance. Remember, we added 2 inches allowance for ease, and I went ahead to shape it with 1 inch. This is the dress at the end of the day. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.